Oh my god. I thought this was like a box of Altoids. You know what Altoids are? I thought this was this. It was gonna be, yeah, exactly like a box of pins. Look like Altoids. But apparently, it's Mignons. Why was I nice to her? Well, actually, considering how many emo people follow me, maybe I should specifically show you guys. Because I think she's about to have a drop soon. Like a drop for her sales. No, it's gone. This is literally like so she has like a bunch of like Invader Zim stuff, which is pretty rare in my opinion, because a lot of people do like yeah, you can use cake molds. Why would you not use cake molds? So there's a lot of patterns that you see a lot on AliExpress. Like hearts. Well, these things are, I mean, for cases and stuff. But there's stuff like this. Where is it? I think there's, well, I would use little stuff like this, but there's stuff like the stars are very often used. The paw, dog paw. I think a lot of people have been using it as a cat paw though. I don't know if people have been using donuts though. Donuts would be a good. Just overall really simple little like. I mean that's kind of the point, right? Like you're supposed to go through it. Ooh. I think there's like a specific, oh yeah, a lot of people have been using a lot of these Pikachu ones, and there's like even people selling like custom made molds, and I'm just like, not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna stare at you. Oh, there's that one lady that bought these fish bones and she did like a holographic thing. That is so freaking awesome. It's so cute. The duckies are really cute, I think. Oh, the fishies. No, but oh yeah, and there's been a lot of bears on Instagram too. Oh, is this a pig or a bear? I can't see. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of Ricola or whatever. There's been a lot of these people trying to sell it as custom molds. I'm like, okay. The reason why I say AliExpress is probably better is because if the person is 3D printing, the mold that they're using and the plastic that they're using might not be as experienced as this person. Because this person is probably making cell phone molds too. So they're definitely gonna know the difference. because they're not gonna want to spend that extra money, you know, like, or like if you accidentally use like kitchen plastic for something that's like a phone plastic, like bro, you be losing on hella money. You know what I mean? Like kitchen plastic is, I'm pretty sure that plastic is pretty expensive in comparison to like a simple like this silicone phone case is way cheaper than my TPU case. Okay? Like I don't know what formula you guys did with the TPU, but oh my god, like ugh. No, that's why I was like, I actually kind of like the concept of Amazon because it's like TPU used to be like 99 cents and now it's like $5. Okay. Congratulations, guys. Oh my god, you guys know that clear case? Jesus. You know what actually does work? Because the plastic case broke, but my phone didn't really break. You know, the clippy, yeah, the plastic one, the clear plastic one. Yeah, I'm amazed too, honestly. Like, you would think that case sucks, but was decent. I mean, my phone was slipping all over the place because I have sweaty hands, but decently, it survived. What does that mean? Like, if you know the difference between TPU plastic versus just like clear, light plastic like this. This is, yeah, and it's not flexible, exactly. So, like, I was surprised it worked. What happened? So, my plastic would shatter before my phone would get a dent. Does that kind of make sense? No, the glass thing is a different thing. It's like your concept of using glass protectors is maybe it'll be thick enough that it doesn't do damage, whereas the plastic one is so cheap that it takes the damage. Does that kind of make sense? So like it'll take the take the force. Exactly. See, there you go. So that's why I was like, holy Jesus, it works. No, I mean, I was testing them to begin with, but I feel like there's only so many sellers on Instagram that I think I've gone through all of them. So, like, I don't really see the point in hiding anymore. Like, I don't think I can hide anymore. Like, you know, it's the same thing as Rift Rivals. Like, they've already figured it out. Nothing else to hide. Honestly, I get the concept of, like, rubber and plastic, but 我觉得没有用。I mean, 要卖贵一点是可以这样子说 but I don't think it works. I mean, obviously, if you have a wireless charger in it, duh. But it doesn't have a wireless charger. Oh no, man. Question. 要做有用的东西，OK？只有小孩子像我一样会浪费这种不安的钱，OK？ We call it 垃圾 in Taiwanese. I mean, in Taiwan we call it 垃圾, you know. These resin charms, yeah, my family will call it 垃圾. Honestly, I really don't feel like translating. I'm sorry. I had to know if it would work. Just let me get my cue! For the love of God, let me get my cue! Let me get my cue! Hey, that's a pretty good, like, idea. For Pike's thing. Okay, I'm good. Too long. Nom nom nom. Dude, this guy's like purposely missing. Dude, why doesn't he just go the other direction if he knows that's where I'm gonna walk? Oh, fucking wall. Dude, you gotta be shitting me. Didn't I heal? Did I not heal? I swear I healed. Wait, what the fuck? Why does Zaya follow me? Why would you follow me? I was already dead. Why? Because I was trolling. And did I leave a ward? Yeah, I did. So as soon as I saw Trent come down, I was like, nah, this is over, man. This is over. I don't have a new thing open, no. I even have music on. Well, what we're talking about, like, uh, I don't know. Well, first of all, I think Riot doesn't want anybody who's part of Riot, like, no Riot employees in any type of competitive play. So, like, I mean, are you really allowed to, like, compete? Like, wouldn't that just be rigging it? Yeah, that's why I was just giving everything away, because I figured, like, people would be like, wait, hold on. That ain't fair. That's why I was like, oh no, what do I do? Well, the people that know already know, like, so, like, that's why I was like, I should just make sure I don't look like an idiot. Is it Actiful? I think it's Actiful. Act right, I think. I don't know either. Anyways. Ezreal and Pyke are throwing so hard, like, I don't actually know how to play anymore. Too many frames. I don't know how to play with this many frames. Moving too fast for me. Can you like play more on the left side where all my plants are? That'd be great. Thank you. But I don't need you to throw for me. I think Pyke knows Trin is probably camped somewhere because I don't see him anywhere on the map. What the fuck? I heal sometimes, not because like you're dying, but just because I want to move you faster. He can still kill me because my health is super low. Do I gamble? No, I do not. I think because I play so safe and that I don't gamble, people tend to use scripts. Does that kind of make sense? Why would they use scripts? Because if they don't, they can't. Okay, you know, what I mean by that is they like to take the chance, thank you, that their script is going to get my health low enough. Well, that's not really gambling, is it? But why work against them when you can work for them? That's my question. I'm actually curious. Because technically, if you think about it that way, then like Zyra is actually pretty nerfed. Does that make sense? Like, if her W is maxed out first, right? But then it's taken down by someone's like basic attack, like basic auto, then like what's the point of Zyra? Zyra's super weak, right? Are you guys seeing what I'm saying? Like, for those of you that understand what I'm talking about, like, can you see why I said Zyra is actually a super weak champion? My goal is so you don't take damage from the minions. Because usually when ADC takes whatever damage from minions, it's a very easy kill. If you guys even ever pay attention to that. You gotta make sure your ADC doesn't take damage. You gotta make sure your ADC doesn't take damage from the enemy minions. Because that damage could be a kill. Looks like a trap. How can I tell it was a trap? Because there's nobody in the lane. Honestly, I kind of want to join the team on a fight. What a long fucking teleport. I didn't really think he was gonna heal me. So maybe if he had told me he was gonna heal me, maybe I would have been like, okay, well, I don't need a flash yet. But that's okay. No synergy, no communication, that's just what happens. No, because in a solo queue game, you know, like that's just the best that I would be able to do. But anything else is not just me. It's because I have the help of my DZ. Does that make sense? I hope you guys get it. Would I still like start on? I don't know. That's why AMD is probably never gonna make money. Why? Because they're so cheap. And it lasts so long. Why would I want to be friends with them? Then I would get bad karma. Why? Because technically I'm lying to them. In a way. Notice how Jinx is only because she's fed, but it's my mechanics that saved me. I mean, if I was fed, I mean, with Zyra, it doesn't really matter, even if I am fed. Because, like, she gets, she has this thing where, like, even if you are, like, super fed, there's nothing that you can do really as Zyra. You know, like, you don't really do more damage, you don't really have, like, any more than what you already would have if you weren't full damage, you know? So, like, even early gold doesn't really do anything. I don't think however much cooldown you have, I don't think that changes anything at all. So, I don't know. So I was just a really weak champion in my opinion. No, because look. Right? And it's like, no matter how much cooldown I have, it doesn't really matter. I don't really like to follow people and play like that. See how that's completely not useful? Like I don't know. I don't think Zyra's a very strong pick. It's only strong in the sense like it overwhelms the enemy, but like past that, it's really not useful at all. See what I mean? And like the amount of times where your plants barely ever come up when you need them to come up, like I personally think it's completely useless. Well, that's why I like playing mid laners, because it's like, what, Syndra's bubble's just not gonna come up? Like, do you know how many mid laner mains would love that? Like, I'm pretty sure that's how they can easily get into whatever rank they want. Well, I'm not really doing any more damage considering my runes. So I don't understand the point of Zyra anymore. But some people still think like she's useful, which I don't think she is at all. Thank you. Why do I always build tank? Okay, so here's a little like thing to like counter script people. Is if you know the other person is scripting or if they're like trying to DDoS you or whatever, just build like tank items. And like you cannot just build stacked in health, you have to build like armor, magic resist, or like stuff like that where it's like yeah, exactly. It has to be like Riot's original program as well. So they'll be like, oh, how come Zyra didn't die? I will be like, well, you're full AD, right? You guys are both full AD, and I have armor, and you don't really have any armor penetration, right? Which part? They have one armor penetration item. You have two lethality? Then why is Trin the one focusing on me? Trin doesn't have any lethality. Well, isn't that one of the things a lot of Challenger people say is if you're going to be in Challenger, you need to learn how to focus and where to focus and who to focus. So, I didn't make that rule up. You guys did. No, that's why they get like, what is it called? You see, the reason why I don't like to build AP is because it's not going to do anything for me. Like, do you see my plants doing more damage just because I have a needlessly large rod? Do you see any of these things actually helping me do anything more? No, right? Like, you see no matter how many plants I put up, it's not really doing damage to the enemy, right? And they're not even tank items. So, like, can you kind of see why I said it's completely useless for Zyra to build AP items? Like, it's better to just build a lot of tank items so you can kind of troll him and be like, well, I mean, I don't know how you're doing damage. Well, technically, we're not the ones breaking the rules, you are. And you're white, so I'm not sure what systematic oppression you're going through. They have Trin and Jinx top. No offense, but I don't have the best desire to win with a team like this, and they're still scripting. Why? Dude, you have a Jinx top. And you have a Trin, and yet you still script. Like, do you do this same thing in Challenger and then report people when they beat you? Like, that's just fucking annoying. I mean, you're the one who said that, oh yeah, I have a bunch of Challenger friends, so I mean, I'm not the one saying they're my friends, you are. so I mean, if this is how you treat your friends, then thank God I'm not your friend. Like, fuck. What the fuck is this? Maybe I need this. Well, I'm building damage, like you guys said, and I'm telling you, it ain't working. It ain't working! What am I doing? You guys are telling me to build damage, and I'm telling you it's not working. It's not gonna. My plants don't even come up when I want them to, and like, like this is the most proper freaking. This is the most freaking proper. Oh my god, Irelia is actually winning. That is new. How surprising! But these are AP. Thank you. What the fuck are these? These are support runes? I would have just gone at attack speed. See how with all of that, I couldn't even clear one fucking minion wave? Jesus. And look, still can't clear. Even though I have a needlessly large rod, I have this. And then look at my fucking runes. Proper as shit. I'm even amazed at my own freaking... Honestly, this is so useless. There's 650 and then 90. Like, what the fuck is the point of this? The only reason I ever got it was for mobility. And now there's no mobility. Like, what is this? Thank you. I really don't need the gold. I just wanted to clear it. I mean, I don't really like a lot of these, like, I don't know what the fuck Riot's doing, but it's really confusing. You guys are like nerfing and buffing the weirdest parts of all of these. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. This is what I tell you guys not to show up in my games. Trifecta! Yeah, but my plants don't do damage. See? So like, what's the point? Didn't our mid laner feed though? So they're bragging about how they were fed. So why would I want to win a game like this when I can report them and then we can do the same thing to them? And instead we can get paid thousands of dollars. What does that mean? Well, as you can tell, they're purposely asking people on my team to throw for them, right? Because if you look at these KDAs, right? So that means Yasuo is purposely throwing for Zed, right? And Irelia is purposely throwing for Jinx. So, I mean, who else is gonna pay $4,000 for a challenger account? Not me, that's for sure. So, I mean, why would I want to win one of these games when I can just report them and then go do to them what they're doing to me now, right? You're gonna use elitist, sexist ways to win a game? Just don't be a bitch when it's my turn. And except this time, I have a lot of reports and public information, so you can't be like, oh, I'm a victim, she's attacking innocent people. I'll be like, not really. If you're innocent, that means you just started playing the game, which you haven't, so you're not really that innocent. Sorry. No, I do this as well because I really do not want to attack innocent people. You know what I mean? Like, if you do this for long enough, you will kind of learn who is actually innocent and who is actually starting out and who's just fucking full of shit and purposely feeding. So, like, that's kind of another reason why I don't really want people to white knight for me, because then you kind of ruin the, like, behavior kind of thing, you know? Like, if they're truly innocent and they're truly, like, brand new and newbie to the game, a lot of times they're, like, either they ask you a lot of questions, or they'll be like, hey, you know, like, I'm not really sure, should I really do this? Or, like, if they're usually the smarter kind, they'll be like, at least for me, okay, I'll be like, honestly, is this good? Is this even a good idea? You know what I mean? But, like, when you're a challenger, you know, like, if you're, like, a pro player beta, you won't really have that question, because you'll be like, well, I've already played this game so long, I know exactly what items are gonna work, that I don't really need to ask that question. See what I mean? So, like, that's kind of what I like about, like, playing with everybody. Well, it's not really everybody, but you kind of start learning, like, what is kind of full of shit and what is not. No, because you kind of need this information because you don't want to become so jaded. I was gonna say vain. You become so vain to everybody's behavior that you start treating innocent people like shit. You know what I mean? And that's kind of where Riot gets really mad, because you're hurting innocent people who would otherwise be obedient to the system, and it's kind of like, if they're obedient to the system, it's like, yes, you won't be able to earn any money off of them, but then you know what I mean? So, but then these people don't care because they don't know how to play regardless. So, of course, it would not benefit them. What does that mean? Like, these people don't know how to play, right? So they rely on people to break the rules. No, that's why there's evil hackers and good hackers. I wonder if this guy even realizes, like, I'm purposely trying to give my teammates kills. Like, of course we could have already killed him. Anyways, so what I was saying is, a lot of times, you know, like, people like Zed and Trin, it's not like they don't know how to play, you know, and they're not really like, it's not, it's like, I don't know how to really explain this. Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I know someone, no. I know the fashion industry, thank you, does this a lot, where they hire designers to work under their brand. If that makes sense, thank you. So this might be a fashion thing, not so much like, well, the tech companies usually will, like, you know what I mean, give the person a really high position, but now it's just like not really what it is. So I can understand why people are like, dude, fuck this. Did someone did? No, because I thought someone was all the way on the other side, and then we're like completely out of his teamwork radius. So like I'm letting my team down when they're helping me. Like it just felt really wrong. I can hear you. See what I mean? I'm just saying, Zyra's stuff usually never works. Like, I'm so used to your scripts that, like, I don't even rely on anything working. That's why I don't play Zyra to do damage. Does that make sense? Like, you're complaining about me, like, doing these things, and I'm telling you right now, like, I'm not even relying on it. Does that kind of make sense? Oh my gosh, your fighting is too loud. Alright, so... so, you know how I keep saying, like, oh, my Q doesn't work, my plant doesn't work, my E doesn't work, like... I am actually relying on you scripting because I am so used to you actually not being able to play. Does that kind of make sense? Like, if every single time my plants actually worked, you would probably most likely be killed by my teammate or killed by me. So I already know that what you're doing is wrong, and that's why I purposely build armor, and I purposely build magic resist, and I purposely build everything that is following Riot's rules, that is hypothetically supposed to counter you if you were actually following federal copyright laws. So as a programmer, I hope you guys understand what I'm doing. Does that kind of make sense? What does that mean? Okay, so hypothetically, if nobody was hacking my account, if nobody was reverse engineering, if nobody was reverse engineering, if no one was hacking, if no one was whatever, then technically if I build armor, I would be able to counter everything you do that is AD or crit, right? If I build magic resist, everything you do that is AP will be also countered, right? And if you want to play by the whole health, you can just stack in health. You don't need armor. You don't need MR. That's fine too. I can also stack in health. Like, I know all of the rules. I know all of the items. I know everything so fucking well. Does that kind of make sense? So I'm not really trying to win the game when I find out that you are scripting. I am more of trying to isolate what program you are actually using. Does that make sense? Like, if you're using something that disables my plants, I'm going to make a lot of tanks. I'm gonna build a lot of tank items because I want to expose you specifically. Does that kind of make sense? Because if I build more tank and I build more health and I build more armor, if I build more MR, then it's gonna take you longer and longer to kill me. Which means you'll probably start using health scripts, you will probably start using damage scripts because you are fully incapable of actually understanding why I'm not dying. Even though technically from the Riot side, they would be like, well, Christine does have MR, Christine does have health, and Christine does have armor. So these are all the three things that you said would counter. Well, these two things are technically what Riot said. I just built the health to troll you because that's what you said. So you're saying even though I'm stacking in health and I'm still not being able to counter you, then it kind of discredits anything you will say in the future, right? Because you just had a mutual gentleman's agreement, thank you, saying, you know, if we stack in health, we should be able to counter AD and we should be able to counter AP. But even after your gentleman's agreement saying health will counter AD and AP, you're still kind of cheating here, right? Because you're the one who made the gentleman's agreement. I never made that agreement. I just did it to troll you. To say you're fucking retarded and you fucking lie and you're backstabbing bitch. That's pretty much the only reason I ever built health, to be honest. So, because I am building health and yet you're still using all these scripts, I'm just kind of like, you know, this guy kind of acts like a little bitch. Like, if he's losing to somebody who cannot even hack into your fucking computer, like, I can just imagine how fucking annoying this guy would be to a real hacker. Like, you can't catch me, I'm gonna call the FBI, you're gonna go to jail. Like, I can totally see that happening because you're saying the same things to me and I'm not even a hacker. Right? I'm just following Riot's rules. Riot says AD, armor, okay. AP, MR, okay. Health, give or take, not always a guarantee of, you know, like, you can build health and armor, no guarantee if you're gonna really be that defended. And then there's MR and health, no really guarantee of if you're gonna be, you know, because technically, hypothetically, if you really think about it, there's not a lot of armor pen items since a really long time ago, thank you guys, and there isn't really a lot of magic penetration items. There's just the boots and that wand, staff, whatever. So technically, if you stack MR, you don't really need health because there's more MR items than there is health items, and health items are technically more expensive than MR items, and there's more health items, so then technically, you know, the crit strategy, thank you, then... So, I mean, in a way, I can technically fuck you pretty fucking hard by exposing you for scripting just by being like, hey, you know, I built a shit ton of MR and I'm still taking fucking damage here. So, like, if that's not a script, I don't know what the fuck is. Either it's a script or Riot's not doing their fucking job. One way or another, something's fucked up here, right? And that's actually what I've been doing for 4 years. So if you think you actually need a college degree to fucking do this, I think that's why a lot of people just don't want to buy shit anymore, because they can make their own, right? With 3D printing, eBay, right? So at this point, it's kind of like, well, why would we support a fucking asshole who treats us like shit and degrades us and makes fun of us, you know? And especially when you guys are all bragging about, oh, I work at Apple, you know? That decision's starting to get easier and easier to make, right? So, like I said, it's actually more of a personal problem. I'm just making sure from a Tencent perspective that your stupid shit doesn't affect us, right? Because I am Chinese, you guys know that, right? Like, I may not have been, well, actually I did grow up in China, who am I kidding? Never mind on that one. Yufu? There's a difference between loving your country and killing anybody who's not white. I think that's a huge difference. Anyways, why do I smell alcohol? I'm like rubbing alcohol. Anyways, dude, Riot did a really good job because Zyra doesn't have the same, like, whatever the fuck she used to be able to do, because I cannot do anything. And it's not even the scripts. Riot did something very specifically with Zyra. and it's not scripts. It's they did something. Something they changed. They did something and it works. So whatever the fuck Riot did, it worked on Zyra. Why don't I say the Soraka thing? Because I think a lot of people get confused as to why Soraka is nerfed, and it's not, Zyra's range is not nerfed, so I didn't really want to bring up Soraka because I didn't want to confuse people on the range thing, because Soraka is not nerfed because of the range, thank you. Soraka is nerfed because if you look at her ability to heal on her Q, like, I never used to build any damage on Soraka, right? You guys know this, right? And I would heal like a fucking maniac, you know? And even when I build health items on Soraka, my Q still does not heal. So that's what I mean by Riot spent a lot of time on Soraka to make her very, very balanced. And that's why some of you guys using all the crit and whatever, that's actually scripts. Because I cannot do that. Riot took that shit out. If I can go full AP and I don't even heal, or full tank runes and not heal, like, I don't know what the fuck you're using, but it's definitely not Riot stuff. And another reason why I don't have a problem doing all this, like, federal shit is because well, none of you guys actually own stocks, so I mean, of course you guys don't get it, because you don't have stocks. So what would you lose? You would lose nothing, because you don't have shit. Alright, you know, never mind. I say thank you out of, like, politeness. Whether or not it's actually your idea is not why I'm saying thank you. I'm saying thank you because it's like, when someone opens the door for you, you're kind of like, fuck, I kind of can't just not walk through this door right now. You're holding it open, even though I'm telling you, like, you can let go of the door. You know, but your hand is still on the door. Like, what do you want me to do? Kick you in the face and be like, bitch, I told you to let go of the door. Like, that's just, like, unrealistic. I mean, oh, god damn it. Fucking Twitch chat sometimes. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of us would actually fucking do it, like, drop kick that. Okay, anyways, you guys, but you can't do that, right? You can't just drop kick somebody in the face and be like, fuck you, I told you to let go of the door. So, like, what are you supposed to do? You have to fucking say thank you. Like, whether or not you actually mean it, or whether or not you actually wanted them to do it, you have to say thank you, right? So, like, what do you want me to do? I mean, I'm actually kind of down to drop kick them in the face, but that'd just be unacceptable, guys. No, because if you tell them, like, hey, you know, I'm not gonna walk through, it's fine, and they're still holding the door, it's just kind of like, fuck, now I owe you. So, no, because I told, okay, so this happened to me at the mall the other day, right? I was like, yeah, my dog's not gonna come, don't worry. And she's like, kind of like staring at my dog, and she's like, I think your dog's gonna come. I'm like, no, I don't think he is. And she's like, yep. And then she still held the door. And I was like, oh my god, fuck. Okay. So then I had to start holding the door because I couldn't drop kick her and tell her to fuck off, right? So, I mean, like, of course I said thank you, because it's like, why would I not say thank you in a situation like that? Like, who the fuck? What kind of dick? Like, do I get more AP? No, you don't. So Riot doesn't even really understand why the fuck they did this, honestly. Like, if you really look at all the stuff, the description, and then what you actually get in the game, it's just kind of like, what the fuck is going on with my life? So, honestly, if Riot doesn't know what the fuck, I don't know what the fuck. I just did it because the Koreans did it, and obviously they found something there. I should just build AP. Honestly, like, it's all bad. Like, there's not a single thing that's good. No. For us, it's very bad because we're very intellectual. Does that make sense? So we think it's very annoying because we're like, well, I had crit chance, I had crit damage, crit chance, mana, health, gold income. You know what I mean? Like, we had all of that and then you take it all away. Like, yeah, some of us intellectually are gonna get really fucking annoyed. But, no, just don't say anything. Sometimes it's nice to just listen to people talk and not give them ideas. I have to work on that, actually. And that's actually why I stopped going to classes, because I was like, you know, if I cannot stop giving people my ideas, I might as well just not go. Does that make sense? I might as well just hang out with you guys. At least, like, when we gather and our ideas share together, like, it actually becomes something. Instead of being like, you know what I mean? Like, some people, they don't want to learn about the polynomials. Okay, you guys know about this. You know how, like, there's a pyramid or whatever that, like, there's a rule of this? But technically it's not supposed to be taught in the class, in the STEM program class that I was in, because this is supposed to be calculus, and you're not supposed to be teaching in pre-calculus, thank you. And a lot of people in the STEM program, for some reason, they're like, oh, I love STEM! Like, oh, I'm so, like, excited! And I'm like, you're in pre-calculus. You have zero interest in learning something that's going to be in calculus, even though you're in the STEM program, but yet somehow, for some fucking reason, you're more interested than I am, when you find me fucking annoying for wanting to learn about this calculus fucking rule in pre-calculus. And yet, you're the one who deserves to be in STEM more than me, even though you have no interest in learning this calculus rule 2 or 3 years earlier than you're supposed to be learning it. And yet, you deserve that college degree more than me. So, at that point, can you kind of see why I dropped out of school? Because at that point, if I'm the one interested in learning this rule in pre-calculus, then that means by the time I get into calculus, I would be the one teaching everybody else, because I'm the only one who has an interest in this. Right? So why am I going to be disrespected and getting the worst grade in the whole entire fucking class, while you just copy my fucking answers and get the credit for it? Of course I'm gonna cut you off, right? If you don't have a fucking interest in this, I will fucking expose you and try my best and everything in my power to fucking cut you off. Because you're not actually interested in this shit. And that's why I love esports, because we do that shit every day. Then go be a prostitute. I never fucking said anything about you being a prostitute. You can continue being a prostitute. I didn't say anything. You just said you wanted to throw acid on me because you sucked somebody's dick. Like, what the fuck does that even, what? Like, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. Like, did I do something to you, bitch? Just because I'm better than you? Like, that's what I did to you? Holy shit, look at that Leona, she's huge. We're all small and then there's Leona. The thing's right here. Still here. Having... I think we got like a buff on this cooldown. No, the way Healy builds is why Riot never buffed this back. And I think it's fine. Why? Because I fucking love trolling. Do you know how intense the game gets when I don't have a shield and I'm going full attack speed? What does that mean? Okay, you know, I can't. I give up. There's a lot of M's. Probably put on my glasses. Jesus. Dude, anything with the same letter more than once just literally makes my eyes cross and hurts my eyes. Honestly, you know, I don't think Riot's just gonna let me get W and E. I feel like they're gonna do something that's gonna trigger me. Just because they're right. I think that was definitely my fault. This is me, run away. Run away! Ah. I told you he'd do that. Dude, Riot is really going in on this freaking E cooldown. Please stop taking my CS. Here, I'll chill. You know what? Can I be ADC Yumi? Dude, this guy's about to lose his shit. Oh my god, why am I like this? Okay, I'm running out of mana. So we're gonna have to recall here, Mukai. Hey, being a good support is so fucking annoying. Why just... If only I had attack speed! But no, I don't. Oh, oh. Woohoo! Can I recall? Like, I wanna do damage! What the fuck is this guy doing? Intense. I like. I like. And I have no more mana. No more mana. No more mana. No more mana. I feel like I annoy the shit out of people when I do this. I feel like they get really, really triggered. They're just like, why? Why? Why do you keep on moving? I don't have anything to heal you with. Hey, Rufus. Hey, Rufus, you naked dog. Oh. 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 What am I doing? I'm copying my dog. You guys just can't hear it. Please let us recall. Yes. Hello? Are you sleeping? Or are you leaving? Hello? Sleeping. Dude, I hate playing Yumi. One of these days, I'm gonna get to play my text with me. One of these days. Oh, forgot Spotify not open. Oh my gosh, drop it to 5. Ooh. At least it didn't drop below 10. I should be grateful. Dude, where'd everybody go? Hello? Hello? You. God, this mouse is free. I didn't finish my sentence. I stopped at re. Please come back to our lane. Any Jin that can what is it? Any Jin that can time their Kate whatever auto whatever is either scripting or they are really good. But it doesn't really matter to me. I'm not an ADC main, so like, what's the point of me catching that? Doesn't matter to me. Why do I do that? Because you guys keep moving in chat, and I can't think. And I just end up saying whatever you guys say because you guys keep fucking moving. So I gotta close my eyes so I don't see you. Good point. We're so boosted. Look at this game. I think I'm gonna break my computer that way. Ooh, Leona's here? Exciting! Yes, I kept my phone that still has. My phone still has an aux wire. I feel like this is what all Yumi players are doing. When they play Yumi, that's why they just like, sit there. Like... Oh man. And I believe this is how you play Yumi. I miss. Dude, did you guys just... I don't think I know how to play without attack speed. Like I don't know how to do this without attack speed. Can I play properly now? Do I have to play like a grill? 'Cause I don't want to play like a grill. I want to play like a man. Am I serious? Do you think I'm kidding? I'm really not. I don't like to do this because this is way too long. Somebody could have thanked him. She's gonna ult you. Did you see those mechanics? This guy sucks. Outmaneuvered by a grill. Tragic. Man, if I had my attack speed. No, it's not just the attack speed, it's the damage from the attack speed runes. You know, remember how those AP runes used to have, like, if you build for damage, then it would show up as... Oh gosh. It would show up as damage, so maybe you guys should do that with attack speed, where it's like attack speed, you know? It's not even headphones connected right now. Loose pussy hole. Talking about my ox wire. That cocaine! The torrent's already gone. This is a bad song. Well, anybody besides them is gonna treat you like shit. So you better keep those motherfuckers close. Cause ain't nobody else likes you! Uh, What do I mean? So you know how when you buy drugs, right? And then there's all these guys you do drugs with. Those are the only guys that will ever be nice to you. If you ever use the same cocaine behavior on anybody else, well, that's probably because you guys do cocaine together, right? I don't do cocaine with you. So, I'm not getting any of that cocaine money. So why would I have to be nice to you? And the more I am a bitch to you, thank you, the more you're gonna be like, well, these are my only friends, so why would that make me help? Like what? Then go seek professional help. Why the fuck? Doesn't even make any sense, dude. Oh, not going. Okay, she's going in. They're coming. Why would you follow? Oh my god, who's the e-girl here? I can't tell. Thank you. I didn't say anything. I was just saying. See, look what you did. This is a pretty good Ari. I don't like these songs. Way too much drugs. I don't like songs where it's like really clear that it's drugs, you know? That's what I think about dubstep. There's a difference between mixing songs versus dubstep. No, I think they're entitled to their opinion, especially when they want to use arguments like that. I think it's very beneficial. Well, I gotta start going to concerts because they ain't nobody wanna fucking attend that shit. Why the fuck would I pay $60 for a goddamn ticket? Jesus. Yeah, seriously. There's somebody in the jungle. Going in. Dude, this Leona's fun to play with. Gotta go back to get some more words to fuck with her. I gotta be right back. Why am I like this? You act like I can't just delete songs. I'm like I'm gonna fucking die, Jesus. I'll be fine. I think someone was saying how it's actually called extortion or blackmail or something. I don't know. I just know it's abuse. Dude, I hate the beginning, but I have a feeling the middle's okay. Oh, oh, that is decent. I hate intros. What? Wow, look at the scripts. I think I need 1,000? No, 2,000. Oh my gosh, I hate these. Wait for the bass drop. Not really any bass though. What? Hmm. No copyright sound. Is there any NCS for bass? The bass? Can't see with the peripherals. Jesus, what the fuck? Thank you. See why I never disagreed with it? How hard could that be? You can put any finger you want. Ah, so dumb. Stupidity. I'm never playing Yumi again. What the fuck? What the fuck? Son. Two hours. A few more games and I gotta go watch this. I think Korea is not as good of a region as China. I think China is a better region. Man, this song is like stressful. What does that mean? There's a lot of layers, there's a lot of like energy and just it's heavy. That's all I got. I prefer orange cameras. Because most of my lights are orange. I hate the IKEA, whatever. I don't like the blue lights they have. It makes me really frustrated. Just like I don't know, don't judge me. Hate that. Dude, this is like a boosted fucking team. Let's not play this. Jesus. Maybe if Ivern's still healed, I'd definitely go Ivern support. It's amazing how none of us got banned. Oh man, this game shouldn't be rigged. We got Evelyn. Evelyn's a pretty easy champion. Their scripts are annoying though. What? This thing doesn't break. I have a lot of close range. I'm not even listening right now. Well, it's Evelyn, so man, I don't like these songs. Oh wait, one window. Hope this is good. And you wonder why is that they're very not good. Fuck it. I think it's like mixed media or some shit. Doesn't really fucking matter as long as it looks good. Jesus. Well, Picasso's dead. So, what does that mean? I think there's like this thing in art where it's like nothing ever makes money unless you die. Oh man, nobody got that. It's okay. Yeah, but I don't like how like that is just so annoying. A horror. Oh man, I probably read it wrong. What do you want me to do? Back to Instagram. That is so funny. Oh my god. We gotta save that. That's just hella funny. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'm not pushing anymore. No, we're both late game. What does that mean? Riot? That's what it means. It means riot. We gotta put this in the memes. Why am I doing this? Because you guys are always asking like, what do I like, or like, where do I get all this shit? And I'm like, Instagram. And then you guys are like, oh, this is too much shit on Twitter. Okay, well, there you go. No, cause Leona's easier than Poopy. There's nothing that I can do to help you right now. The benefits of an iPod. Well, I can actually turn my phone off. I mean, the Wi-Fi off on my phone. Because I actually just downloaded it. That's frames, not internet, you retard. I'm supposed to block you? Good point. Sorry, not a tank main. Kinda figured if I use a Star Guardian skin, it'd be too boosted. Look at that. Maybe you should have flashed Leona. don't understand how you guys can spend so much time with someone so yeah, but I want the mobility. I don't think they can handle it. Ooh! Did you see me hover it though? I was like, yes. Wait, hold on, no. We might win. Making my way downtown. Ooh. I'm the tank. What the fuck just happened to my champion? I told you this would be fun, didn't I? I told you. I tell you! No, dogs like to do this thing where they'll look at you and then they'll be like, and like, and then they'll. And dogs like to do that a lot. I don't know what the fuck. Ew. I belong in the jungle. I don't know what the fuck you want me to hit. I don't think this guy's smart enough to build AP. But just in case they are. This is a very unbalanced team. Fuck. That sounds really bad. Okay, what the fuck? Why would these items work for the junk? Oh my god, dude. I don't even play Poppy, are you serious? Two junglers. What the fuck? Oh! Oh my gosh. I did what I could for you. What am I doing? I don't have flash. What the fuck? What do you want me to do? Dude, this guy's a Leona main trying to fight a person who doesn't even play Poppy yet. Oh man, this guy's not good. Why am I playing Poppy? Shits and giggles. If I ever play seriously? Alright, so Leona does stuns, not just slows. So why would that... Doesn't help me. I don't know. Does this look like I know what I'm doing? Yeah, that's... I don't really like this. I feel like I'm fucking her up. What am I doing? I don't know. For some reason, they still think I'm gonna be able to kill them. Like, with what? Just entertaining. Keep running. What the fuck? I'm so sorry. Whoa, I got 3 kills. What have I been doing with my life? I don't know what I'm doing. No! The migraines! I don't like how though. Thank you. Everyone got out though. Thank you. It goes tank, damage, damage, AP, damage, AP, damage, AP. I mean AP. Well, the runes turns into AP. Or at least that's what it says. I don't really know what happens. That shit is so annoying. Even if I die, at least my teammates would have the teamwork buff, you know? So, I guess I went in. Have you guys ever stared at your dog? Like, if your dog stares to the left, like, okay, so if your dog is like looking at you, you look right there. But then if they think if you look over there, then you know, and then just keep following them and doing what they do. It's so entertaining. Thank you. I don't do any damage. Do you see any damage items? There's 3 APs. 2 8 1 80. 80 and a half. Oh, thank you. Stuck in the wire, Wolfie. I didn't wash my hands. I didn't flush the toilet. Alright, thank you. What time is it? It's 1:16. We have one more game of what should I do? What's a very throw champion we can play? How should we throw today? Janna? Janna's not really a throw champ for me though. But Callie is. Okay, I gotta kind of learn how to play it though. I can't just full on. Oh my gosh. Let's go intro Akali. Akali. Akali? Akali? Rufus. The queue is fast because there's a lot of bots. I don't know what the room pages are, and I don't care. You. Well, like Kelly wasn't always though champ. It used to be good. No, sometimes it's also my plugs. You see how my plugs don't fit inside? Thank you. I'm always ready. Really, I'm not, but. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Did did the jungle just get a buff? What is this? No, because my right ear is more swollen. And like, okay, so this thing, the only reason why it works is because it insulates your ear, and that's why this ear muff section is so big. Is so your ear is in here, but half of my ear is like down here. So that means this ear that's swollen is probably gonna be, has more exactly. So I have no idea if it's the sound or my ear's swollen. No, my ear, this one is just naturally always more fucked. There's nothing I can do about it. How can I play these games so much? Because I'm practicing. I'm guessing she's AP. I've been watching pros enough to kind of know how you guys do it. It's just such a bad idea. I'm guessing she's not mixed anymore. She's just full on AP. How can I tell? Because my AD is not doing anything. That's surprising. Why? Because I feel like I kind of broke a Kelly. Oh my gosh, let me play. Thank you. Ooh, right, fix this. Ooh. Dude, if I could jump with my Q, that'd be lit. uh, do I get double if I I need to figure out how to play this champion. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I want all of this at once. Oh, I get more energy as I level up. I like ganking from the bottom. Like, because you get mobility. What is this? It doesn't even do anything. That's just freaking graphics. What the fuck, man? A waste. Am I gonna be able to break it? I'm playing support. I'm looking for a throw champion. Someone send me recommendations. Someone send me throw recommendations. Come to me. I kind of get the mechanics. Maybe I shouldn't probably shouldn't practice too much. To just go into freaking ranked. Oh, this is gonna suck. Fine, Rufus. Fine. You can have that. My butt hurts. The fuck is a red zone? Oh. Is it gonna attack me? Oh, this interbot. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, if I could jump, yeah, like Saya, it would be lit. I mean, maybe it would be just slightly broken. Alright, so cooldown definitely does not work. No, I never get these boots, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, this one sucks. Ugh. Don't really understand how to use this alt. When I pay attention, when I actually focus on playing a game, I don't actually listen to the music. I don't like it. Why? Because it doesn't even go together. Okay, maybe in the middle is better. So far it's not really. Almost died! What? There's gonna be some mistakes. Oh my gosh, one of these days that's gonna be a script to kill me. What do I mean? It's going down before I'm ready. So I'm gonna get hella screwed. Oh my gosh. Dude, what if E was like, okay, hold on. See how E is like this, right? You jump like this, then you come back, and then you do this, and then it can be jumped onto the other side. Pretty sure Riot would think that's way too broken. I think it's fine. Sorry, I was too busy playing the game. Then hop onto the other side. See what I mean? Like that. Shit would be so broken. No, what you mean? It'd be fine. I mean, I'm recalling. What you mean? Alright, let's do lifesteal. I wish Q would do that. It's not tumble. It's like she can roll over things. I don't know. Kind of dumb because you're wasting your space. This thing's gonna TP me back to the turret. Mobility. Attack speed. Mobility. Sorry, that was my fault. I think it has a really short. I don't even want the kill. The actual application of my ideas is going to be entertaining to see. 140. All right, let's go. Let's go to. Let's see the actuality of my idea, if it's even possible. Sure. Jungle it is. I feel like I play with Riot employees a lot. Especially in intro. I feel like all I ever do is play with Riot employees. Watching the video. Oh. Wow, you guys must be bored. I'm not doing it for views. I'm doing it more of showing you guys where I got my stuff from. Ooh. No, okay, so what I mean is this headphone. Okay, so you see how like this ear is more healed, right? So then that means this ear has thinner skin, right? So that means my ear is going to be able to close more closely on this. So naturally, the left side would be louder because it can close in on it. But because my ear is swollen on the side, then it has more space, which means it doesn't really close in. So that's why this doesn't seem as loud. Unless it's a hack anyways, then that could be why I can't hear anything through my right. No, does that make sense? Because if they're hacking my thing, added onto my ears cannot like, because you know like these headphones, they don't work unless they're like close to your ears, right? So it's like it's not close to my ears and they're hacking it. So like now I just completely can't hear from the right side at all. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Well, turning it louder is not going to be good because like the sound waves, like physics wise, thank you, it's not really going to change. You know what I mean? It's just, no, I need to talk to a physics person. What do I mean? Because the sound waves are still the same, right? Like the wavelength frequency is still the same. It's not like it's getting disrupted or anything. Yeah, exactly. It's still going at the same power. Yeah, exactly. So how would turning it louder help me? You know, like wouldn't it actually do the opposite effect? Because there's no. This is why you never early smite. You got a late smite. Well, I mean, if it's not physics, what is it? I don't think it's sound engineering. I mean, if I did it, it'd be more wavelength than just sounds, but. Doesn't matter if their headphones can't play it. You know how that guy, Nick Merckx, was like, people need to stop flying their drones by my house. Oh god, it's so funny. So fucked up, but it's so funny. Dude, look at my queue. Now, naturally in intermediate, it's actually harder. What does that mean? I literally just said it. I literally just said in intermediate, it's naturally harder. Like, I don't understand how you can misunderstand that. I literally just said it's harder. Not really, because it's okay. So the thing about these things, my plugs being in, is it fucks up a lot of things for my headphones because now I can't listen to it properly. And it presses in on my thing. Not really. I know a lot of people who listen to like dubstep are like pretty hardcore drug users, you know. Oh yeah, that's what they said about Slayers, you know. They said Slayers people all do heavy meth, so that's how they can listen to it. I don't do meth, I don't know. I like a mixture of drugs, you know? Like if I want meth, I need it to be like mixed with cocaine or heroin. I don't want just meth, like sorry. Just saying. I mean, ecstasy pills are not just pure meth, you guys know that, right? Like the reason why you feel so good is because it's a good balance of heroin, cocaine, and methamphetamine. That's why you feel so good. Never mind, you guys don't know about drugs. Sure, fucking buy them. It don't matter to me. Don't you learn that in like first grade? Like dogs have certain whistles. Mediocre. She's farming way too slow. 4 and 6. This guy must be a Keen main, because I would not be able to do that. Why? I don't like listening to crackhead music. Like, that's why I don't really like going to raves, because most of the music is really like, mm, not trance, because sometimes trance is really nice, like when you're doing artwork or whatever. It's actually like nice, but like it's not transy at all. It's like, yeah, it's that shit. And it's just, it kind of ruins like the atmosphere, you know? Well, that's brainless. If they have brains and they try to start shit, that's when it gets annoying. I mean, you guys are the ones bragging about. Oh yeah, that's why I didn't really care about the acrylic mold makers. Oh my gosh, I was like, who else wants a freaking? I was like, who else would want these things? Especially these fucking like pacifiers. That's for when you're rolling and your jaw is fucking. That's why I wasn't. That's why I didn't say anything because I was like, dude, they act like. You know when those like people who roll a lot, they end up doing like cocaine and all that crazy shit, and then like it's just really hard to deal with them. That's kind of what I felt like I was dealing with. Well, Silk Road is only shut down in America, so I think everywhere else in the world is doing fine. I don't think Europeans ever shut down the Silk Road. I think they kept the deep web up because they said it was their freedom. Why am I top? I'm supposed to be top. What if I can like what if I can like still hook with my E after? Ugh, I don't wanna. I don't wanna be a laner. This is so dumb. Go gank her. What if I'm tank? That's not the problem. It's the amount of gold I'm getting. Problem is. Yep. Definitely rollers. How do I know this? If I know that you're supposed to mix heroin and cocaine into ecstasy pills, I think I know exactly what's going on. Oh my god, dude. Can you just fucking alter or something? Oh yeah, I should probably use AP runes, huh? Right, probably doesn't like this. Okay. This is why I stopped playing Cali. I forgot. Now I remembered. You. Yeah, but that's with my alt. That has nothing to do with what a Kali is capable of. With a freaking 100-second. Oh my god, I can't juggle this. Ah! This is gonna be a good throw champ though. If I ever think that I don't have anything to play, I'm just gonna play this. I'm just gonna play a Kali support. I'm serious. I'm very serious. This will be my new throw champ. But I swear to god, if I start winning games like this, oh my god, I'm gonna go full attack speed. I'm gonna go full attack speed Akali. No AP Akali, just full attack speed Akali. Fuck else did you think I used these things for? Yeah, but it's getting really repetitive and we've already figured it out. So like, I'm not really trying to live the same shit every day. It's kinda, can't do it. Like, in a relationship, there's a difference, you know? But this isn't really a relationship. So, like, what do you want me to do? I can't just play the same game and do the same thing every single day, like... I'm gonna lose my shit. Like, it's great, you know, if it's like your job, but... not really my job, is it? So... oh god. Die. I told you I was gonna die. I don't want to build AD. You guys are supposed to build AP. Okay, so there's AP and attack speed. Oh, this is one too. This is damage. What the fuck am I gonna do with damage? I don't need fucking damage. And I don't need cooldown. Riot really does not. Oh fuck. Riot really does not want us building attack speed AP champs. I broke in the system without hacking it. Oh, whoops. Oh my god, I fucking hate songs like this. Holy Jesus, no more. Why do I hate it? It's like, you know, it's like how, like, when you're forced to throw in a ranked game, because you're just like, Jesus, they're so fucking bad, like, I can't even entertain myself, so then you just start throwing the game, because you're just like, fuck this game. So, that's what the song sounds like, you know? You're just like throwing, and just like, oh, I'm gonna lose my shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my. I'm roaming too much. I'm not getting anything. This is annoying too. This is the people who do a lot of cocaine. And they get really, really paranoid. Not this one. Like if they started doing straight dubstep right here. Yeah, that's Skrillex. Skrillex? Well, it depends on which ones. If you're talking about the stuff that he did when like he first came out, nah, that's just freaking brilliance. But if you mean like some of the shit he came out with recently, some crackhead shit right there. It's not even rolling. I've rolled and I never found that shit good. What's good is like, no, this shit doesn't go well with rolls. If you're rolling, you need like honestly, like I am fucking not boosted, but like can't really do damage. Why? Because I have freaking attack speed. And Riot doesn't like it when I build AD on AP champions. So they just nerf my. Yeah, I don't really know these songs, so like I have to play through them. Shuffling and rolling are two different things, in my opinion. Yeah, then that's you. For you. Nope. Like when you're rolling, you need to like feel good, you know? Not like worry about like what the fuck I'm listening to right now. There's too much thought. Oh yeah, Steve Aoki's the kind of like really doing some other shit. Yeah, that's not. Can't really stand those people. No, this is why I don't roll. I don't do drugs because it's hard to get along with people. No, this is more of a sit and chill. This is what a lot of ravers like to listen to. The ones that are willing to buy pacifiers. How do I know this? Sounds like them. Competitive. Hmm. Man, Riot's been taking this freaking thing on to another level. Oh my gosh. They did not use time out this fast. Playing Cali, dude, I'm so behind. You know, if I fucking try Sejuani jungle, that shit works out better than a Cali, I swear to god. You guys are trolling. Why do I say that? Because Sejuani is like a very good like jungle heavy person, but as soon as you leave the jungle, like she is just you cannot do anything with her. That's why I said if I can actually jungle with a Sejuani better than a Kali, then there is like something seriously wrong with this game. Oh my gosh, run away! Oh man, I'm so bad at this game. Alright, what are you guys saying? This game? You mean this song? Ooh, yes. Stuff like Bunny Dance. That's what's nice to roll on. It's not the beginning. I don't like the beginning. I feel like that might ruin my high. Cut the beginning out. Just back. Yeah, keep doing it. I don't give a fuck. Well, if I'm not gonna get high off coke, then don't I need to mix it with other shit. Just like I mix alcohol, dude. Honestly, if you chug, okay, so here is my logic. Okay, if you need to drink 4 beers, why not just drink wine? No, why not just drink liquor and chase it with beer? Then after that, to really fuck things up, why don't you just chase liquor with some wine and then just sip on wine while chugging some beer? Just like completely mess up the system, you know? And then by the end, who knows, you know, you might have only finished 2 beers, so you wouldn't get really that fat. And you took like 4 shots, and then you're just sipping on some freaking wine, and hey, done fucked up, you know, on some cheap ass fucking, you know. So I'm just saying. Oh, I'm not the one who's still doing it. Blame me. Let's do Yumi Jungle. Dude, if it was the old rooms, I'd totally do it. Dude, I would totally do old Ivern. Just freaking. Why are we all going barrier? Oh yeah, Sejuani. I really don't like playing Sejuani. What is she, like AD? Still attacks me. I really don't think this is a. I don't like playing Five Eyes easy. So we have jungle. Am I going jungle? What the fuck? There's no support. Ooh, maybe I'll play Sejuani support. Are you support? Am I support? I got a saber tusk. Sabre. Sabre tusk. Ah. I'm pretty sure that's not what it says. God, I'm stupid. Alright, so I don't really like the whole, like, this type of music. Because this type of music is really, like, chic. Chic raves. And I'm like, oh god. God. It's that philosophical guy on LSD being like, the world, you know, the world just sometimes, the world. And I'm just like, no. No, please God, no. No, and then there's a lot of girls that like that. No, she's actually sober and like that, you know? But these people are like on drugs and like that. So, that's different. It's fine if you're sober and you're like this, but if you're like high and you're like this, no. Mm-mm. You can have that. No. People who usually have this, like, it's not drum and bass. This is something else. This is. Ugh, God, I hate it. What is it? Skrillex? Uh, I have to see more. Thank you. Okay, where is it? Not really. I know you guys sometimes like doing that because it like creates like kind of an atmosphere when you guys make music, so I'm not really against it. I think it's good when used the right way. I personally like this, but holy Jesus, I can't stand your dubstep. Some people. Yeah, but Cinema actually had like no, but people really like this shit. Like I don't know if you guys have ever been to like some of the San Francisco raves out here. They love dubstep. Oh, so it's not like he's not. They like this. They really like this. These are usually the hardcore drug people, and they're very, very like they like to use people. You know, they'll be like fucking all your friends and asking you for the cheapest drugs, and then like doing some weird black magic shit along with everything. So I don't like dubstep people. Until someone proves me wrong and someone who likes dubstep is like an angel. Otherwise, you can miss me with that bullshit. What song is that? Honestly, I'm not sure. I just know it's from lyrics. Hold on. Let me find it. I don't know this song. Yeah, dude, this when you're rolling and just oof. But then it's like we gotta go back to that like knife party shit. So I mean no, but Odessa has a lot of like those like I can't do it. I can't be around these energies. Alright, this is stun, this is charging. Oh, I remember one of these things was really fucking oh. Have I played Sejuani before? I mean, isn't there one thing where you have to have someone in sight or else it doesn't? Is it this? I have a feeling it's this. Yeah, how likely does this actually work? And like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my gosh, this is definitely some. You know why I died so easily? Because I don't have heal. You see this? This is that. Why am I so stressed out? I'm not stressed out. I'm just saying. This is it is what it is, you know? You guys keep switching the music up. You guys should really just leave it like the original shitty music. Like it probably would have worked better that way. No, because that's what happens. See, look. This is that. It's that item. Look what you did, Mordekaiser. Look what you did. Dude, this is a bot. This isn't even a real fucking game. The Giovanni bot actually makes sense. I'm not even gonna lie. No, but then it's not gonna be a throw champ if it makes sense. The point of it was to find a throw champ. This ain't a throw champ, guys. This is a actually legit choice. What the fuck? Oh, I'm not recalling. Okay. No. Why would I like to do it at the last second? Minion block? No, it's not just minion block. There's other stuff like range scripts, other scripts, just like a bunch of scripts. Oh, I have shit! What you did, Mordekaiser? Whoa! Yeah, so much mana is necessary. Excuse me? I love you. Princess, I love you. Why do you bark like this? I don't know, I listen to underground stuff, not underground stuff. There's just everything, you know, you listen to everything, you don't know where anything comes from. Dude, what the fuck? I am not helping you anymore. What am I gonna do? I'm just... Well, actually, I can't even chill while I play Sejuani. Why? Because you need to get close. Do you not see? Oh yeah, this is how I knew Jace wasn't. Alright, where was I? Oh my god. I bet they love this. Write something to me. What? There's no scripts there. How long have I played Sejuani? I've played Sejuani in the past. I just stopped playing it because it got too hard and it wasn't doing the damage that it needed to. But now I'm kind of like looking for a specific throw champion. So it's not like... No, oh my god. So it's not... Okay, so the goal before was to... No, now it's just way too loud in my left ear. So my goal before was to find the strongest champion to play, but now it's just like I need to find a weaker champion to play. Because I've pretty much brought all the mid laners to the bot. So now I need to find a champion where I can't do that much damage, you know? So like, I know Sejuani was a bad pick because like, I stopped playing her because she was so fucking impossible to play. so, no, it's not because I've been seeing her in pro. I hate play Sejuani. Why? Because she's a horrible champion, that's why. It's not horrible, like, as in, like, just the range and everything, just, like, not a good choice. Oh my god. Oh, I need to press E? Oh. Thought I could just, like, some Thresh Lantern that shit. Booty shake? Yep, that is definitely correct. I would have to applaud you on your intelligence. I don't care. I don't want to fuck any of them, so it doesn't matter to me. How about the people? Well, there's a difference between people who can make music and people who's just there to be there. So, obviously, I'm gonna be there for the people who's there to make music, not the people who's there to be there. Well, I'm not deaf, okay? So, it's hard not to hear these notes. Why did I still walk into that? I don't know. I just wanted to see. I don't even have any tank items. So, like, honestly, they could probably just freaking... Yep. Seems right. Anyways, I need to stop running it down because I am doing very badly. Okay, let's play some serious games. We got 800 and we got some boots, health. What is this? Double? Double deck. Right. What am I doing? Honestly, I'm just trolling. It's freaking intro bot games. Like, what can I do? How am I supposed to test things out if I'm just... I just don't understand anything I'm doing. I need to find a weaker. How about Riven? Dude, her mechanic level is way too high, and I don't have that. This does not comprehend Riven mechanics. Wow. See how retarded that was? Oh my gosh, look what you did. Look what you did. What the fuck? What did you do? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to build attack speed. Like, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I've never seen an attack speed Sejuani. Am I damage or am I like not damage? I don't think I'm damage. Oh well. Am I bored? No, the game, I can't just keep playing like Lux all game. And I don't want to play Soraka every game. I don't want to play Sona every game. I don't want to play Leona every game. I gotta find something to do, dude. Obviously, I'm not talking because I'm learning. Duh. Ooh, Olaf goes hard. Oh my gosh, can't get my W. What in the world is... Where's Zillion? Whoever is boosting us in top lane is the only person playing a proper game right now. Oh man. I don't know what we're doing here. What we are doing, bot. Lee is mid. I mean jungle, right? Nope, nobody's jungle. Okay then. Is this why I don't listen to music? Yeah. I'm perfectly fine with it. Why? What do you mean why? You guys are asking me something that I don't know how to answer. I mean, I'm sure I know how to answer it. I just don't think I should openly say what's going on. Wow, this bot just juked me. Oh god, I'm stupid. What? What am I gonna do? Kind of tired. Kind of sleepy. Oh no, what am I doing? That's my nap. I need to go grocery shopping tomorrow. My mom never went. I've been sleeping until like 8. I will go to sleep like at like 8 or 10 in the morning and then and then I'll go to sleep at like 8. I mean, I'll go to sleep until 8. You. Yeah, but any champion that is good at jungling but can't lane is just a really bad idea. Oh man. No, that's why I never played Sejuani before. Because she's such a weak champ to play. Like, if you're trying to help your teammates, like, no, you can't. How about ults? Okay, they're not even listening. Oh no, I forgot you're on our TV. Wait, where'd he go? Did he die? I'm useless. I'm absolutely useless. Did you guys see that? That is not a risk I would be willing to take. it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Oh, look at me die. Alright, I'm done. I don't think we're gonna finish. Oh. I think we might. We might have to come back. Alright, what are some attack speed things I can use? You can just get this over with. No, wrong drawer. Oh. It doesn't really annoy me, I just turn everything off. So like it doesn't really fuck me, because I just turn everything off. Does that kind of make sense? Because when I started hearing it through my music, that sound hack, I just turned it off and I took off my headphones. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not going to counter hack you, because I don't want to go down for terrorism. That's a personal problem. Well, if terrorist groups are organized crime, then I would think they would be like the mafia and the cartel. Except terrorists have very extremist views, whereas the cartel and the mafia, they have very realistic views. You know what I mean? Like, the Yakuza, the cartel, and the mafia pretty much was invented for a way for certain people to survive if they didn't want to do certain things. But terrorist groups, I'm not so sure of. So, that's why I'm saying I don't really want to be associated with terrorism, because even if they are organized crime, like, their views are not as useful in day-to-day life, like the mafia, like the cartel, or the Yakuza, you know? Like, the Yakuza, the cartel, and the mafia kind of help you kind of live a normal life in the way that you want, but the terrorists kind of like, you know what I mean? It's not really the same kind of criminal organization, but if you mean religiously, it actually makes sense, because if you think about it, based on like the Muslim religion, then yes, terrorism is technically the organized crime of Muslims. Is that gonna make sense? But, you know, so it really depends on what your religion is, and I'm not really Muslim, and I don't really agree with a lot of Muslim views, so except for the eating cow thing, that I can agree with. Yeah, I don't like eating cow anyways, it kind of makes me sick. But, yeah, I don't want to eat deer either. So, not really, that's why music has been taking so long for me to listen to. Because I just kind of stopped listening to it. Like, the music videos are pretty bad, some of the trending music is pretty bad, and you guys can only release so much new music. It doesn't even like if you're trying to make money, thank you, off of like music videos, like releasing a music video every single week is, I don't think it's a good idea, because I do agree that people are gonna get used to a certain type of music and they're not gonna like it anymore. So I do actually fully agree with just kind of not releasing that many good songs at once. But just know, in retaliation, I'm not gonna support your shitty songs. Anyways, I mean, I'm not gonna get sick of it, because good music is good music, right? So, that's my philosophy. But I do agree with, the business aspect of it, where if too many people get used to this type of stuff, it's not going to be seen as good anymore, even though we might still think it's good, you know? So, that part I cannot fight, and I don't think I will ever win. What does this have to do with League of Legends? A lot of things, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I haven't really been playing music at all, right? So, I mean, the reason why I don't play music is because there's really only one or two songs that are really good, and then the rest is like, and then to keep forcing artists to make music is kind of like I don't think it's the best because I don't think it's gonna end up being good, you know. So I'll just keep listening to the old ones, and if I can't really find new music that's good, then I just won't listen to anything, you know? And that's kind of the reason why I haven't really felt like I should or want to play music on my stream, because there's not really any new music, there's not really any new music videos. Overall, there's nothing, you know? And then there's also the hack on my speakers and all the sound hacks that's been going on, like, so first of all, it's really shitty music, and then second of all, my shit's all fucked up and it's really annoying me. And then third, no, if you haven't noticed, like, this sound thing is actually making me more of a calm person. So I'm pretty sure originally it's supposed to like annoy me and get me more irritated, and that's probably why the Hong Kong protesters started getting more violent, because they're like, you know, that's why I said I don't think it's useful. But for me, I actually get more calm because I know that my life is not about to get fucked for the rest of your life. Does that kind of make sense? Like, well, I mean, nobody knew who Cody Wilson was, right? But I think a lot of other people knew exactly who he was. And thank you. There's nobody who knew who Dread Pirate Robert was either. But there was a lot of people who knew who he was. So I'm not really gonna say like, oh yeah, just because I don't know who they are, they don't mean anything. Like, I think that's the last thing you ever want to say about anybody on the internet. So, dude, I got this Swiffer just to clean my keyboard. Alright, so I got no, I'm just saying, because I don't really deal or feed into that bullshit, especially when I've taught children how to swim before. Like, if a kid is gonna cry, they're gonna cry, you know? And if you're gonna keep reinforcing, no. It's not reinforcing, it's you giving them an incentive to continue to cry. Then they will forever cry, and they will cry into their adult years. So I don't really feed into that. If you're going to do whatever you want, then keep doing it, but I'm not gonna feed into it. But if your parents want to pull you out of the pool, that's fine. But just know, like, I'm not gonna give you a bad experience and punish you, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of other swim teachers would be like, yeah, just keep swimming and keep crying, they'll eventually stop. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that unless their parents specifically tell me it's okay. You know, but if your parents are not specifically telling me, like, yeah, let this kid become a terrorist, then, you know, I'm not gonna reinforce that action that you're gonna do. I'm gonna be like, well, if you're gonna fucking do it, you can keep doing it, because I'm not gonna do anything to stop you. Is that gonna make sense? Okay, when a kid is crying and you're teaching them something, right? If you're... Yeah, but how is that wrong? I'm teaching them how to swim. That's the same thing as playing video games or hacking, right? It's not really a necessary skill to have. You can either know how to swim or you cannot know how to swim. It's really not that important, right? So if you're gonna keep crying about it, I can either let you cry... No, okay, so... One of the things I worried the most about forcing a kid to swim when they didn't want to was they will start getting used to doing things that makes them uncomfortable. And that's not always a good thing. Like, if you are very uncomfortable being a prostitute, it's probably because of how you were raised. You know, your parents used a certain type of thing where they forced you to do things that are very uncomfortable instead of using reason and logic. Like, there's a lot of parents who are like, if you don't really enjoy doing this, we can take another class. You know, that's logic. But there's parents who want their kids to become doctors, and it's like they don't really give a fuck how you feel. And then that's usually when kids will start doing drugs or turn to sex work and stuff like that, because they're like used to that level of being forced to do something, because that's just their psychology, you know. So that's why I personally, because I understand psychology, thank you, child psychology, I cannot force a child to do something unless their parents tell them to do it, or unless their parents are like, you know, because I cannot be the one to comfort them, because sooner or later this kid is going to start getting used to other people comforting them versus their own parents. So growing up, sooner or later they're going to start losing all trust for their parents, because they're like, well, my parents were never able to protect me. Does that kind of make sense? And psychologically, thank you, like, they're gonna get used to just never relying on their parents. So as a teacher, I don't really feel comfortable doing that when I know like how it's going to affect their family. So that's kind of why like I always kind of wait for the parents to say like, I know they're gonna cry, they're gonna stop crying as soon as they don't see me anymore. And that's kind of how I think my kids will be, because whenever I take my dogs to the groomers, I cannot be there. If I am there, they will run to me. And that's not okay. You know, I specifically said I'm here to take you guys to do your nails. You had one job, you're here to do your nails. Go do your nails, I'll come get you afterwards. And then they go and do it. You know what I mean? And that's how you should be for a parent, because you should be like, okay, I'm dropping you off at school. I know you don't like it. If anything happens, you can call me. But this is what you're supposed to do right now. Does that and if they ask me why, whatever, then I'll be like, okay, well, you have to do this. You know, I'm not gonna be like, this is your only job, and then I'll threaten them. Like, there's a huge difference between like informing your kid and just like letting them cry versus like, you know what I mean? Because I've seen a lot of really smart kids at swimming where their parents would be like, I understand you don't like this, but I would really like you to do it. And it works way better than me just carrying around a crying kid the whole entire time. So I kind of use that in esports, where if you're going to continue hacking me, I'm not going to teach you right or wrong. Like, this is not my position. Does that make sense? If you want to keep doing it, you can go ahead and keep doing it. But I'm not going to be here to teach you right or wrong. That's not my position. I mean, thank you. Because I'm not your parent, right? I don't know what I want for you. And I highly doubt you're going to listen to me. So why am I going to waste my time? No, because you have to understand, when you're dealing with kids and you're dealing with parents, if you try to force their kid to swim and they don't swim, and instead you start wasting classes because every single time they cry, parents are either going to get really fucking sick and tired of seeing their kid cry every single time, or they're going to be like, you know what, I can't bear to stand my kid cry anymore, I'm just going to cancel the classes. Instead of you and communicating with the teacher, and I mean, you communicating with the parent, thank you, and then being like, you know, I understand what's going on here. I mean, what are your plans? Why do you want to go swimming? Like, do you want this as a healthy thing? Because if this is something that you want your kid to do as like a sport or as just like for fun, just so, you know, then, I mean, do they understand that? You know what I mean? And then I always try to get the parents to kind of like tell the kids like, okay, you know, or if they're crying and then their parents leave, they'll be like, okay, well, your parents left because they don't want to see you cry. So it's kind of like that same thing in esports, because it's like, if you're going to do this, then this is going to happen. And since there's not really any parents here, if you choose to do something, then that's all on you, right? And that's kind of another reason why I don't really want to be associated with what you're doing, because it's like, well, because I haven't made a clear thing, then does that kind of, exactly, it's like drugs, thank you. If you hang out with a bunch of people at the nightclub, everybody's gonna think you do exactly what they do, right? Even though you can be completely sober and you haven't drank alcohol or even touched a single cigarette, right? But because you smell like a cigarette, thank you, and you hang out with everybody that's drunk, people are automatically gonna think that you're drunk. So, I mean, that's kind of why I try to distance myself from certain people. I mean, if it's in Taiwan and stuff, where like the mafia, the triad or whatever, like they have kind of some control, they're not, everybody already knows, like they kind of can tell the difference between if you're associated or not. But this is not Taiwan. So like nobody knows anything. So why would I want to take that risk here? No, there's a lot of like kitty litter on my table. And like there's so much kitty litter sometimes I can't like scroll my mouse. Why did I get this? Because I didn't want to touch it with my hand because it's disgusting. So I got a Swiffer. This is from the Dollar Tree, guys. Okay, it's a Duster Chiffon. Oh, hold on. You guys can't see that. What does this have to do with esports? Duster Chiffon. This has a lot to do with esports actually, because if you're going to be doing anything in esports, I'm just gonna tell you, yeah, exactly how I teach people how to swim. I'll be like, hey, you know, this is very wrong. This is what's gonna happen if you keep doing this. It's actually the same thing. Because that kid really disliked biology and chemistry. So I told him everything that is involved in biology and chemistry. And he was like, hey, you know, this is actually interesting. So that's kind of why I'm letting you guys know about the systematic oppression and why the government should not punish people who actually enjoy being a criminal, because if you force them to become like somebody for the military, that's going to be even worse. You know, they're probably going to commit suicide in the middle of their military service instead of just being a drug dealer. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel like if that's my personal reason, you know, because it's like, I feel like there's certain people in the military who don't really want to join the military, but because they have to join the military, and I think that's why certain military people turn in a really bad way. That's kind of why I'm like, well, if they're better as drug dealers, then why not just let them be what they want to be? You know what I mean? Well, that's not really up to me because I'm not really a drug dealer, but if they're willing to make that peace treaty with you, then wouldn't it be better than them being a military person and like selling drugs? Like, I don't know. I think it's better. Okay, I think it's better. Exactly. Thank you. It's better for everybody to believe in the military than to have someone who joins the military and sells drugs. I think so. I don't know. That's my opinion. No. It has a lot to do with esports because it's like, if someone is forced to do something, obviously they're gonna lose their shit one day, just like the military veterans who are forced to do things when they don't want to do it, right? Versus if they were just doing other stuff and they really enjoy it, they may be like, well, I mean, as long as you stay out of our drama, or like, if I know this guy's a criminal, it would be nice if you guys could just leave it to us, you know, stuff like that. I don't know if that's really how they would. I'm just saying hypothetically. Does Taiwan and China do it? I don't know. I don't really understand because I don't really know too much. But I do know a lot of times the police stays away from the triad stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if the police gets any hint that it's like criminal related, they don't really do what they do in America where they're like, oh, they're definitely a victim. It's kind of like, well, they didn't go to school, so that's not really their fault. I mean, that's not really our fault because they had the choice, but they didn't, you know? So we don't really feel sorry for people like that. I mean, yeah, that's why I kind of said the American political system might be a slight problem. And that's why I'm kind of saying the systematic oppression thing here. Because it's like, yeah, that's kind of why I was saying, like, that's why I didn't really want certain kids to go to school if they could learn more here. You know what I mean? Because I was like, wouldn't these kids eventually find out the truth and then hate me because I encouraged them to do something? You know what I mean? What does that mean? Like, say I encouraged a kid to go to school, right? And every single day he got bullied because he's the smartest kid in class. Wouldn't this kid grow up hating me because he's like, why did you tell me to go through all that when there was another way to be safer and smarter? Wouldn't that just fuck me? So It has a lot to do with esports because I feel like a lot of people are not aware that some of the things that they're doing is illegal. Like a lot of the copyright stuff, I understand is hard to understand that it's illegal because how do I know this stuff? Maybe it's because I actually wanted to own a business and then I realized like how little and how impossible it would be. And that's kind of why I was okay with pushing. Okay, so you know how like when you write a code or whatever. Okay, so say I created a site like Neopets, right? Or like League of Legends. But it's not because of my original idea because I'm not constantly writing for it. So doesn't that mean whoever's writing the best stuff should be the new owner of my company? Does that kind of make sense? But then, even then, not even that person can continue writing everything. So how is that person gonna say like they're better than me? Are you kind of understanding my problem now? So can you kind of see how laws kind of benefit everybody in that sense if you know how to write? Well, that's kind of what's happening with Apple right now, right? Now that Apple is losing its designers and its engineers, it's slowly like not having anything at all, right? And hypothetically, college degrees are supposed to be, and that's kind of why I've been praising and clarifying all this stuff in esports because I'm like, I don't like this is just really bad. Anyways, so that's kind of why I do and say the stuff that I do in esports because I want to warn you guys if you ever consider like starting your own business or like want to, how these rules can actually benefit you because I remember PewDiePie was really against Wall Street Journal and I actually understand his anger now because of Zoe Quinn and all these e-girls and what they've tried to do to me. But I think it's because I understand so much more about the laws and how it can actually help you out as well if you want to start a business. Because I know PewDiePie's business went through. Yeah. So this actually has a lot to do with esports. And I feel like educating people on these regulations can benefit everyone because these regulations don't only help rich people, like it actually helps a lot of people who are very good at writing programs. Like, if these federal regulations work, then technically anybody with a copyrighted program should be protected. And that's kind of why I'm going towards the race thing now, because that's the next thing, you know? Because it seems like only white people like Microsoft and Apple are able to copyright their programs. Meanwhile, everybody on... You know what I mean? No, that's elitism. But if you really think about it, it is a type of white supremacy. Because they could say, "Oh, you're like a Jewish person, so that's why you're so smart," or you think like a Jew and all you want is fucking money. That's white supremacy. I know a lot of people like to say it's xenophobic or like these like specific Jewish people terms used in the Nazi Holocaust or whatever for people who are more intellectual and have more money and have more capability and education and stuff. So that's kind of why I call it white supremacy, and that's kind of why I say people of color, because I've seen some black women. The reason why I say black women is because I think it was on Pinterest. She developed a program especially for darker skinned girls. Not Asians, not Mexicans, not brown, but black. Black skin tones. So I see you, I notice you, and that's kind of why I specifically said people of color. Hispanics are more into like the whole like hospitality thing, you know? And like honestly, I am not about to memorize that fucking long ass word like, oh, what do I have to take today? Oh, you need to take the fucking acetaminophen. Yeah, no thanks. I'll leave that up to you guys. Anyways, I'll be over here doing other stuff, not this freaking acetaminophen. Pretty sure I said it wrong, but it's not important. Anyways, that's pretty much my rant today. No, because I know a lot of people wonder why I'm always spamming like the law regulations and spamming the FBI, and I remember the whole like PewDiePie and Wall Street thing, and I'm like, I think you guys are all getting this wrong. Like, and instead of okay, so what I think PewDiePie should have said with the Wall Street Journal is that he should have been like, can you guys please stop putting your personal opinions into these articles? Like, if you're not gonna type the facts, then at least write it's your personal opinion. I personally think that PewDiePie is a Nazi, and then you can go on a list of like why you think he's a Nazi, instead of being like, you know what I mean? Like, you... okay, that just sounds really bad. I don't want to say it, but I'm just saying, you know, like I think the way he attacked it and said like they're false writing, false thing, and it just seems like you guys, yeah, but that's not how you win, you know? It's like, if you want to win a copyright lawsuit, you can't just be like, you're elitist. Like, that's not really going to win your lawsuit, right? You need to have evidence and logs and logs and logs saying, you know, on this day I wrote this, on this day I tweeted this, on this day I wrote this, and I have logs of every single day that I wrote it, and that is way before that this was released. I mean, yes, I'm sure it is elitist, but at least you have like evidence saying, I wrote this 10 months before, I wrote this, I posted this, I explained this, and they don't even know what this is. So legally, I should be the owner of the copyright, and I should be getting the royalties because this is something that I wrote first. And if you keep losing it, then you can use the elitist, because you could be like, well, I used the process of the federal regulations, and I got in patent, I got evidence, I posted this, I showed the court, I showed the judge this, I did this, I did this, and I did this, and I'm still being discriminated against because I am of a lower class. There you go. But if you're kind of like PewDiePie and just like, oh yeah, your shit doesn't make any sense. Instead, PewDiePie could have said, you know, I understand from your point of view why this would have been, you know, but for Wall Street Journal, thank you, to write something like this when their job is to report what is actually happening, I find it very offensive. Because if they had presented to me, thank you, the facts of, hey, if he did this, this is exactly what Nazi Germany used to do in 19 whatever, I can kind of see why, you know, that they would think that I am a Nazi, but I have plenty of friends that are not like that, and I have done donations, and here's the receipts, or like, I have helped this person who is also people of color, and I have receipts, So for Wall Street Journal to say something like this, it just seemed like it was more of a personal opinion, thank you, rather than reporting the actual news. For me, I would have brought up Zoe Quinn, but you're a guy, so you probably would have gotten fucked there. But for me, I would have been like, well, this is kind of like what a lot of people were talking about in Gamergate when it comes to journalism and morality. Because it seems like a whole bunch of guys are kind of angry at me for not having sex with them, whereas Zoe Quinn was having sex with them, so Zoe Quinn could get these guys to write slanderous stuff about me in the media. Because they, of course, thank you, would refuse to help a girl who's never sucked their dick. So this is what the Gamergate movement was actually about, is when journalists like this don't really report the facts, thank you, and report their opinions because they have a personal, I don't really like to say personal grudge against you, but like just purposely misleading the public because they have some personal other connections and personal other reasons for purposely ruining your career because you disagree with someone they had sex with, which was the whole situation about Gamergate, right? So in my eyes, I can do that because I'm a girl, so she can't really talk shit about, oh, that's sexist. So kind of feel sorry for PewDiePie on that. But that's kind of why I say and do these things in esports, so I can show the people who have these abilities that like not really make the same mistake as PewDiePie, but the way you're fighting, you're not gonna win, you know? So you gotta fight it based on the laws and regulations. Anyways, I'm done. I'm going to sleep. Going to pee, walking my dogs. Anyways, thank you, and goodbye.